What's going on YouTube? It's AKingsCreation again, bringing you guys another video. In this video, we will be breaking down the DLC, Brooklyn DLC for Division 2. They did make a reveal video, as you guys can see right here on the screen. This is the video. I will leave a link to the actual video in the description below, so make sure you guys check this out. It's by Ubisoft and the massive team. Now, I will give my reaction on what I thought about it. I've already watched the video, but I will replay it back on mute, and you guys can see the caption, and I'll break down the important parts of this video and give you guys my take on this breakdown. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so they got new teams, they got new team members, which is pretty dope. Yeah, we already know about the journey mission. Yeah, we got a few more weeks left of year 6, so we will be looking into year 7, so I can see why we will be preparing for this. They are saying that there is a, hold on, let me pause this. They're saying that there is a new influx of new players, and I believe it. There are people that are coming back into the Division 2, like I said, preparing for the DLC, so we can expect an influx of new players coming in to test out the Brooklyn, New York DLC. So I can see that definitely happening. So they're increasing the the end game, which is good. They're increasing the depth of it. We need something like that. Definitely to keep people playing. We definitely need people to keep on playing. That is the overall goal, because this game is really old. So if they can only put out a limited amount of content, we want them to keep on going and going and going. So I can see them creating depth of in-game, and that'll be important. Yeah, more regular updates and fresh experiences. Exactly. Now, I know some people are thinking, hey, they're just trying to spice up what's already been in the Division 2, for example, like the exotic blueprints and other blueprints in the weapon, and then just trying to find different ways to reword what is already currently out in the game and what's been out for months. But hey, they're doing the best they can, and I can see that with the limited amount of resources they have, they are trying to put together something special here. So now they're paying attention to more and more feedback. They haven't did this a while ago. They started doing it like within like last year into this year. They started to actually understand feedback was important, and they started taking more action towards feedback. So that is huge. We know about the XP multipliers. Yes, this is one of the biggest things that we've all been crying for, which that additional stash space. They are still going to be able to increase it when the DLC comes out, so that is huge. We definitely need as much stash space as possible, especially if there's going to be more content, right? More content, more items to acquire. We need more stash space, so that's huge. We definitely need that. Battle for Brooklyn. Let's go. See, they got me confused when they made that post on Twitter. They was talking about fall. I was thinking, oh, the Battle of Brooklyn DLC was going to release in the fall, but apparently the atmosphere of Brooklyn will be fall. So you'll have the trees like orange, reddish, like autumn colors and stuff like that. So that is the atmosphere of the Brooklyn DLC. But I was thinking that they was coming out in the fall, but we were wrong in that situation. But yeah, they'll talk about the release date soon. So Brooklyn Heights, okay, cool. So this is going to be like something similar to those who have been playing Division 1. They have something of that area that is going to be relatable to Division 1 players. All right, so based off of that alone, he says 6 to 10 hours of playability. So this is basically telling us that this is going to be a small DLC, basically 6 to 10 hours. I'm pretty sure for those who are coming back to the Division to test out this DLC, you're more likely going to complete it in the first day because you love that rush of completing something really quickly. So there will be replayability with this DLC. So if you do complete it within the 10 hours, you know, your first playthrough, you can always go back again, collect more items, you know, just explore more, or even find that replaying the missions on different levels gives you a different experience. So that's pretty cool. 4 control points, 12 living world activities, and 10 bounty locations, 8 hunter riddles, and then a new collectible set. So I can see the majority of people that love the PvE of this game playing this DLC nonstop. And especially those who like to acquire all of the hunter masks, I can see them playing that nonstop as well. Now, for anybody who's PvP, I already know what you're thinking. I already know what the comments are going to be. Why are there no PvP areas? Why aren't they enhancing any PvP? Well, keep in mind that they said that this was going to be a story-based DLC, so PvP wasn't ever included into this from the beginning. So if you were expecting PvP to be in this DLC, well, fortunately, you weren't either listening or it's not in here. Sorry to tell you that. Yep, the autumn. Yep. Yeah, autumn colors. Like I said, the autumn colors, the weather and stuff like that. It's going to create like falling leaves as you walk through the areas. Basically autumn and fall situation. Oh. I was about to say, they talk about that bridge a lot, so I can see the bridge being the heart of this whole DLC. And I wonder if we can cross it like over to Brooklyn DLC through the bridge, if we can just run over there from Washington DC. So Agent Hoskins is the new character that we will be introduced with this DLC. And also they look like they have changed up some of the outfits of some of the NPCs and added a little bit of spice to some of them, which is pretty cool. So there's going to be a settlement. There's also going to be a settlement within the Brooklyn DLC. So we'll have more than one settlement. We've already had a settlement in Washington, DC. I think we have a few settlements in Washington, DC. So this one will also be in another addition to the settlement also in New York. And also now we have Brooklyn. The thing about the settlements is, for me, I don't really understand what's the point of them as far as playtime. I guess you can unlock NPCs to build up the settlement. But other than that, the use of the settlement, is it a major impact to players that play this game, or is it just another space to hang out in? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. So this is what threw me off when I first watched the video, right? They said that there's going to be new enemies, and I was thinking, oh, a new faction, but no, it's just cleaners with an enhanced weapon. So basically, instead of shooting regular flames, they're going to be shooting purple flames, which to my knowledge isn't really a big change, other than, you know, just a different of colors. And also it takes away your armor over time. Like the longer you're fighting a cleaner, and they hit you with the purple, it's basically going to reduce your armor. It's kind of something similar to the Incursion. If you guys, you know, played the Division 2 Incursion, they had purple flames in that as well. So as you guys can see right here in the footage, that this is what the purple flame looks like. And if you can see that purplish bar right underneath the armor plates, you can see how it's taking away your armor, and you can't recover it with armor kits. You can't recover it with heals. So basically, the longer you stay in the fight, the more challenging it is. Creates that corrosion effect. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. So now they're talking about the hunters. And that's another thing when I was talking about those riddles, man. These are some of the hunter masks that we will be able to obtain after we get these riddles. I like this one especially because it's just got that cool little, like, take me serious look. Take me serious look, right? And I like the outfit that comes with it. If we can get those hunter outfits alongside the mask, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. And I know a lot of people would definitely be buying that that whole outfit and then looking for that mask to match it and stuff like that. Yeah, see, that's why I said if you want that replayability, just increase the difficulty each time and try out more challenging activities. And then here is the new skill we've been talking about on the thumbnail, is that smart cover. So now they're trying to get more people to be in cover a lot more. They've been saying this for many months now. The devs like cover-based shooting, and a lot of people, especially in PvP, would just run around areas and not getting covered. They would zigzag a lot and shoot and zigzag and shoot. And they will also bring that into the PvE scene, where we just run around and shoot enemies, try to kill them as quickly as possible, and we're not really spending a lot of time in cover. So they created skills where we're able to get in cover and heal in cover and have different effects while we're in cover. So there's a new mask that's coming as well. So that's pretty cool. They created a mask, or a named mask, where as you run, the mask actually gets caught on fire, or it starts to look like it's on fire, and then when you stop or slow down, it becomes back to normal like that. It's like almost, and it looks like a hazard mask almost, based off of the design. We'll dive into that when we get that mask in DLC. We'll break that down, try to create a build around that. Yes, it's releasing on all platforms. We expected that, to be honest. Yep. All right, now hold on now. All right, everybody do not jump the gun. All right, we know it's $14.99, $15 for this DLC at this current stage, year 7 into the Division 2. The DLC is $15. Now, did we expect it to be free? I don't know. Based off how Ubisoft has been performing lately, and like the stocks tanking at one point and them closing down a couple of actual companies, well, I think them making this DLC $15 makes sense. But for the amount of playability towards the $15, it's almost like $1 per hour in a sense, if you think about it. So I would actually have to really pay the $15 just to see if that $15 is worth it. And then later down the road, we'll come back and analyze and say, hey, we'll make a video on it, say, hey, that $15 isn't as worth it as you think it is. But honestly, I believe a lot of people coming back into the Division 2 will pay that $15 because everybody, and I mean everybody who plays Division 2, is thirsting for either Division 3 or just anything new related to the Division franchise. Might be significant, right? So that is pretty much everything that they have covered, and that is my breakdown on this. And if you want to go ahead and add it to your wish list, you can. Keep in mind that they are including this in the gold edition and unlimited edition, ultimate edition, sorry, if you want to get this as a new person coming into the Division franchise as a whole and you just never played it before. So make sure you guys check out those editions, and it will come with the Brooklyn DLC as well. All right. Yes, we want to bring people back to the Division as much as possible, and I can see that being their overall goal. Okay. May 27th. All right. So keep in mind, guys, that this will drop May 27th. That is basically a month and 4 days from now. If you're watching this video today, technically it's a month and 3 days from now, right? So if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, my thoughts on it, I personally believe that this is just something new that the Division community is looking forward to. Will they pay the $15? I can see them paying the $15 just to have something new, especially if they haven't been playing any other new games that have been coming out or anything like that. They just really love the Division, putting in thousands of hours, putting in thousands of levels. I can see them paying $15 to play this. Now, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about this DLC, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.